In this video, I'll be sharing to you guys my re-entry strategy kay Bitcoin, especially what prices am I going to buy and what are my thoughts with regards to the Bitcoin price action, especially now we are seeing a lot of bearish signs with Bitcoin. Stay tuned to know more. So hi guys and welcome back to the Gabs cryptocurrency video where we trade by data and not by hype. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, click the subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out videos like this. So yeah, let's now dive into this video and 'di ba, I have been bearish na nga kay Bitcoin for the past few months already. Even though na we have been breaking new all-time highs, it doesn't mean na patuloy-tuloy na tayo to 200k, 300k. That's not the case. In fact, ang nangyari na nga, Bitcoin has been stalling after na nag-enter tayo ng 110k. It has been stalling between 110 to 124k. And then Bitcoin has now been playing around the 112k. Now, let's dive in dun sa charts and let's give you some analysis. So, as of the time being na kinakreate natin tong video, Bitcoin has just been stalling to the sideways. In fact, sa previous video natin, di ba, we were not seeing any clear signs, wala tayong clear opportunity, so Bitcoin has just been consolidating sideways. So, in this case, gusto ko i-take advantage tong time na to for us to take a step back and look at the current Bitcoin price action. Kasi, if you are going to open the daily time frame nga, di ba, I've mentioned this already sa previous video natin. If you've opened the daily and weekly time frame, you would find na we have been seeing that increasing price while RSI is declining. So that has already been indicating na Bitcoin is potentially going down within the next few months or it's going to enter into a potential bear market. So in that case, ano ba gagawin natin dito with the whole crypto market? Of course, we are going to re-enter dito. Remember, bear markets are actually a good time to invest. Kasi karamihan, kinakatakutan ang bear market when in reality, that should be the best time for you to re-enter. So, in that case, should you be selling Bitcoin right now? The first question na karamihan nagtatanong, if may Bitcoin ako ngayon, dapat ko ba ibenta yung Bitcoin ko ngayon? Well, the correct answer to that is you have to do dollar cost average in selling. So if let's say meron kang 1,000 pesos, meron kang 1,000 pesos worth of Bitcoin or let's say 10,000 pesos worth of Bitcoin, ang gagawin mo is 30% ng 10,000 na yon, isa-sell mo na. So 3K, isa-sell mo na ngayon. Then para if ever na biglang umakit siya, tapos let's say na-reach yung 122K, bumalik siya doon, pwede mo i-sell ulit ng another 30% para if let's say biglang bumagsak, no, marami pa yung natirang pera sa'yo at marami ka nang na-sell. So, the best thing for you to do dito is let's say you are in a, if let's say you have a Bitcoin currently na hinahawakan, it's best for you to do a dollar cost average in selling. Now, ito ngayon yung next thing na kailangan natin pag-usapan kasi when it comes to re-entering dito kay Bitcoin, a lot of you have been asking, Sir Gab, kailan ka ulit bibili ng Bitcoin? Kailan ka ulit, anong price ka papasok? So, ito na yung sagot ko dyan. So, the first things first na we have to watch out dito are the support areas na nagko-form kay Bitcoin. So, number one, the first support area na we have to monitor is the 103,000. Kasi as you can see, Bitcoin has been playing around those levels for the past few months nga. We have been playing around that levels. Now, the next support area is going to be the 90,000 US dollars. So in that case, that could be a good support area for us to re-enter ulit. Now, another support area na we can actually watch out is actually within the this area within the 71 to the 77,000 US dollars. It's actually a big area for us to watch out kasi look at this. Let's try to plot an area dito. If you're going to look at this area, you would find na ang laki ng na-form na gap dito kay Bitcoin. So, in this case, usually kasi yung mga gantong gap, Bitcoin tends to fill in those gaps. So, usually, if let's say nakakita tayong pagbagsak na Bitcoin usually fill in this gap, tas usually dire-diretso siya up until dun sa lowest area. Usually, mangyayari dyan is magbabounce muna siya dyan, pero if let's say hindi na siya na-hold, babagsak siya ng diretso, papunta dun sa next support area. So, other than that, yung next support area na titingnan natin is also this 56,000 US dollars, which has been the next support area. So, right now, ito yung mga minomonitor kong mga areas na, let's say bumagsak si Bitcoin, yun yung mga potential re-entry opportunities. Siguro, one last thing na pwede natin tingnan is actually the final area, which is the $44,000. So, ito. Ngayon na nalay down na natin lahat yung mga targets natin, lahat ng mga areas na saan tayo bibili ng Bitcoin. Ano na yung gagawin natin ngayon if let's say gusto natin bumili ng Bitcoin? So, if let's say meron kang 50,000 pesos ngayon na naka-ready tapos gusto mo mag-reinvest kay Bitcoin, what I would do right now is I would, number one, divide this 50,000 pesos into multiple buying areas. So, as you can see, meron tayong 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then plus yung current market price, which is 7 levels. So, in that case, if meron akong 50,000 pesos, I would divide it to 7. And then what I would do is 7,100 pesos ng aking pera. Bibili na ako ngayon ng Bitcoin ng worth 7,000 pesos. Then yung remaining, yung mga succeeding, gagawin ko, mag-set ako ng limit buy order at the 103,000 US dollars. Mag-set ako ng buy order dyan. The next buy order would be around the 90K. The next buy order is going to be 78K. The next buy order is 71K. Then the final one is going to be 56,000 pesos. Then lastly is 43,000 pesos. Ngayon, for sure marami sa inyo magtatanong, bakit nyo ginagawa is, batang ginagawa nyo is hinahati nyo. Eh what if, let's see, hindi naman umabot si Bitcoin sa 57,000 pesos? Eh di, ang nangyari, naiwan na yung pera natin dun, hindi na siya na-buy. So, the reason why we wanted to do this strategy is because of this concept na ipapakita ko sa inyo. So, if let's say, ang nangyari kay Bitcoin is, let's say, nakabili ka na ng Bitcoin tapos bumagsak siya. Bumagsak siya, na-hit yung first buy order natin at yung second buy order. Ngayon, if let's say, umakyat si Bitcoin tapos bumagsak siya ulit, na-hold yung support na to, pero na-meet yung third buy order natin, then, that would mean na ang dami na natin nabili. 'Di ba, na Bitcoin, nakatatlong bili na tayo or 4. Pero if let's say, ang nangyari kay Bitcoin is hindi na siya bumagsak at lalo na siyang umakyat, kahit na umakyat si Bitcoin, at least alam mo sa side mo at alam mo sa sarili mo na meron ka ng Bitcoin, meron ka ng kagad na profits kagad dito sa movement na yan. Yan ang kagandahan yan. Pero ang tanong is, bakit kung ganun, ba't di ko na lang natin ilagay dito sa 82,000, 80,000? Well, the main reason na bakit di natin siya ilalagay doon is if let's say, what if biglang bumagsak si Bitcoin? Let's say bumagsak siya until 44,000 US dollars. Eh, anong nangyari? Nilagay mo na lahat ng pera mo dito sa 80,000. Eh di, sayang naman, di ba? Ang laki ng binagsak pa rin ng Bitcoin na yun. Makita mo, 41% pa rin yung binagsak ni Bitcoin sa ganyang kalaking movement. So, yun yung kagandahan ng dollar cost average strategy or DCA strategy. Yung sinasabi ko sa inyo na mag-set kayo ng iba't ibang buy orders para kahit pa paano, habang bumabagsak si Bitcoin at hindi natin sure kung kailan titigil yung pagbagsak, nasasalo mo lahat yung pagbagsak ni Bitcoin para if ever let's say biglang umakyat si Bitcoin, konting akit pa lang, may profit ka na agad dito sa movement na yan. Eh what more pa if bumalik dito si Bitcoin sa area na yan around the 120K, ang laki na kagad ng profits na makukuha mo. And then if let's say nag-form siya ng panibagong all-time high, sobrang laking profits na kagad makukuha nyo guys if you are going to do DCA strategy. So right now, this is the strategy na I'm going to do within the next few months, especially to kay Bitcoin and yung sinabi kong price areas kanina, doon ako mag-re-enter ng Bitcoin at doon ako bibili ng Bitcoin ulit. I hope this video gives you an answer kung kailan ba ako ulit bibili ng Bitcoin at kung anong price ba ako bibili, kasi kahit paano at least maintindihan nyo naman kung ano ba yung strategy na nasa isip ko ngayon at ano yung gagawin ko ngayon with the current Bitcoin price action. So, of course, meron pa rin ako mga short-term trades, pero majority of my income, majority ng mga pag-iipunan ko is ilalagay ko dun sa DCA strategy at bibilin ko si Bitcoin habang bumabagsak at habang nasa bear market. So, ayun guys, yun lang muna update natin for the time being. If you find this video useful and informative, please give this video a like and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye for now.